Hello. This is the first art journal I made. It was a class assignment for college. I guess it's not really an art journal, it's more of an altered book, but it would also count as a junk journal. For this one, every page, every different spread has to be a career from the book that this is made of. So on the front I just have Art as an Experience, Not an Object, from Robert Motherwell. And these are some of the tags. Every page was marked on the bottom with the tag describing the job. Some of the tags have since fallen off. And I used text from the pages on the book. So this one was for you to write different things. I had hello, your name is, different tags. People could write what they wanted. And then put it in. This side was the blank ones. This side they were supposed to put it in here. There aren't any obviously in here. For this one, oh, this one is one of the ones that fell off. This was the priest, whose tag has disappeared entirely, huh? These were all taken from magazines. This is a mini book with text that's torn out. And I did the illumination, and it's got gold paint. This was the Psychics page and their tag. Some of these were from magazines, some of them were ephemera printouts. Some, I think these were from a Dover, some of them were from a Dover clip art catalog. This one is the architect, city plan, a lot of text about an architect and building things. Sorry, here we have the philosopher. The book dealt with a lot of Norse mythology, so this is, I can't pronounce their names, I'll screw it up. Hugin and Munin, Odin's ravens. Here, this one's gone. I believe this was the doctor's page. The tag for that one. With this was a Halloween decoration, I think. For this one we had the farmer with some raffia, some silk flowers. This was the writer's page. And this was originally, I believe, somewhere over here in the middle of the page, but my wax didn't stick very well to the Mod Podge on the page. This was the historian's page with their tag. And this was a flip. Each one of these cards had something different on it. Or some of them did. And then you could flip them over to look at them. Kind of like a card catalog kind of thing. This was the seamstress. And her tag is also missing. There's so many tags on here, it got a little confusing at times. But there were all kinds of pieces of felt. I made these fabric pockets. Had some clip art. And lots of buttons. This one is the chef. I loved this. It was from a magazine. I don't even remember which one anymore. I just loved the photo. I had saved it from something else. And these were all ephemera packs. I don't remember from where. This is very old, so I'm not entirely sure where they came from. The teacher's page. I had some leftover because I am a teacher, so I had some leftover bulletin board stuff I used for this. This was the reenactor, all about Vikings, and has different things that relate to Vikings. And the paper that I made, which I really enjoyed. That page came unglued. This was, I think this was the warrior's page. Or the archaeologist, I cannot remember now. And there's too many tags. This one doesn't have a tag, it has a little charm I made. I think it was a jeweler, and there was at one point a tag stuck in the coils right there. Another coil of wire I had left over. This is the lawyer's page. The tag for that one has come off, obviously. A lot of mulberry paper I used on this one. And I had a whole book of like decorative Christmas wrapping paper that didn't have very Christmassy patterns, so I used that for a lot of these backgrounds. That's what's under the mulberry paper, you can't really see very well. This is the soldier, so the other one was the archaeologist. And the soldier had an armory, and at one point, it has since fallen out. I had a whole bunch of words cut out that were different things like sword, arrow, that kind of stuff. All of the words cut from the text that were different types of weapons were in there. And some armor. Shield, helmet. This was the cartographer's page. I had a whole bunch of maps. This was the mythologist page, and it talks about Valkyries. It has some photos of different Norse mythology. That one also came unglued. This was the sailor. Again, I just love this picture. And I like this phrase, not many men wanted to get into the bath because they feared water even though they loved their ships. It went really well with the guy who was diving off the diving board. And this one was the artist with different paintings. And then this was, the whole book was a project about art and text. And it says the reader is the space on which all the quotations that make up writing are inserted without any of them being lost. A text unity is not in its origin but in its destination, by Roland Barthes. And then I had a bunch of mirrors. And then art is not made for anybody and is at the same time for everyone, by Piet Mondrian. But that was the first book I did. So many tags that are gone. And this kind of inspired all of my other junk journals. And I have a whole bunch, hopefully, more videos coming on Nessie Craft on doing different tutorials for junk journals and doing other paper craft type projects, because I also love to make cards. So yeah, there's the first one. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up down below and look for the next video soon. Thanks.